Hey guys, so I'm not going to even try and explain in the tall grass. I'm just not gonna do it. So if you're hoping this video will like cover me like giving you guys some new insight into this film based off of a Stephen King and his son, his son's book, then you will be surely disappointed because I'm not gonna give you like any new like information. I mean, I don't know what the fuck like just went on throughout the whole movie. Um, just what I think of it, and boy was it messed up. I mean, of course, since it's based off a Stephen King book, it's gotta be messed up, right? I was not disappointed. I was like, this kind of reminds me of Children of the Corn because like basically like when you're like in a cornfield or something like that. Like remember like back in the day, like never they I mean they still obviously have this like they had like the corn mazes or something, and like you try like punching like holes in like your cards like with different like shapes on it. Nah, I mean like after watching this I'm like nah, I'm not gonna do that like ever. I'm not gonna go into like a cornfield. Um anyways, y'all get right to it. So basically these siblings are going to California, I believe, because like the lady I think she like wants to give her child to like another family or like abort or something like that, and I wasn't really like clear on what was going on. If that anyways, her brother was like taking her there. They drove like just a long ass way to do that. And they stop at this. They don't stop, but actually, yeah, they do because like she has to puke. So basically, while she does that, they hear like this boy in the field saying, "Help me!" It's like I'm lost, or something like that, and then you hear like this woman saying, "No, don't lure him into the field. Don't do it, man." Well, she doesn't exactly say that. Okay, just exaggerating a little bit, and like the main character's like, "Oh, gee, we need to help this kid. I mean, like lost in a cornfield." It seems like the kid said they've been there in days with like no food, no water. I mean, what should we gotta help them? And Professor Cal goes in first. He's like, "Captain Cal to the rescue." It's like, seriously, Captain Cal? Oh man, it was like what? So, anyways, his sister goes after him. They get separated, and it's really freaking weird because there's one scene where like they're just like standing still and they're like, okay, we're gonna jump and like raise our hands in the air so we can find out where each other are located. So like they basically jump, put their hands in the air, and it seems like they're pretty close at first and like, okay, sweet, we're like maybe less than 2 minutes away from each other. Okay, let's do it again. And then when they do it again, like the lady, she's like, oh shit, because it seems like her brother is like a lot farther away than the first time they jumped. So basically, like the field's kind of like fucking with them, and Cal runs into this boy named Tobin, um, and basically like he's kind of this creepy little kid or something, as is like a common thing in horror movies. Basically, he's like, "Oh yeah, your sister is going to die soon." It's like, "I'm really sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. I can show you like how I found out this information." And the guy's like, "Okay, this is just fucking weird, but okay, I'll follow this kid. Why not?" So they basically like get to an opening in the field, the only opening in the field, I believe, where it's like this huge ass circle. There's like no corn in this big ass circle, and there's like this huge towering black rock in the middle of it with these like carvings on their side, like just like these ancient carvings. I have no idea why it's there in the first place, like how it got there. Is it like some spaceship or something like that? Is it like the Tommy Knockers where it like drives people insane if they get near it? It's basically like Tobin puts his hand on the rock and he's like, "Woo, what rush?" Like, okay, this is weird. It's like, all right, kid. Okay, and like you see, like there's like the camera like zooms in on like the like hairs on like his arms sticking up and like goosebumps. Like, this is fucking weird. So anyways, yeah, basically, like I can't believe I forgot that like one of the main characters' names. I legit saw it last night, guys. Like, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look it up. So I don't refer to a lady as like that pregnant lady because she's more than just a pregnant lady. She's a sister, and yes, and she has had a boyfriend who just completely abandoned her. He appears later in the movie. Becky. There you go. Her name is Becky. All right. So basically, Kel finds out that Tobin was right. I think he comes across as like that sister, and the boy says something really creepy. He says like the grass or something doesn't move dead things, and makes it easier to find. And it's like, okay. Basically, I think before that, Becky like she ran into like Ross, Tobin's dad. He's like, yeah, I'm looking for my like wife and kid. Basically, they get separated, and then Becky dies, and she somehow like comes back to life. I mean, you don't see her like come back to life, but it's basically like this like freaking confusing ass time loop that happens, and if you touch the rock, which it's confusing. So they say like, oh yeah, if you touch the rock, you're not able to leave the field. You become one with the field. Um, and the confusing thing is like Tobin touched the rock, um, but yet at the very ending of the film, he's able. It's freaking confusing. I'm not gonna try to explain it, but like he's able to leave, but then there's like a past version of him that is still in there. It's really trippy. It's one of the like weirdest Stephen King movies. It doesn't make any sense. So you guys comment down below like what you think like this is all about because I have no idea. Like this is a movie y'all confused shit on me, and it was very disturbing. As is a Stephen King movie usually is. So like I said, I'm not disappointed that it was like that. Anyways, yeah, like it just, oh, I just cannot. I don't know. I just leaves you the movie like when it ends, like it just leaves you with a lot of questions that are unanswered, at least vaguely. So basically, like somehow, like Becky is like alive in like one time loop or something, and she reunites with her brother, and then like her boyfriend is there. Actually, wait, never mind. Like her her boyfriend, her ex, is the one who finds her like dead, and like just like the life is completely sucked out of her. It's freaking weird. Like you see like this lady or this creature or something like attack her. Um, like there's just a lot of details that I'm probably not gonna be able to cover. Because it would probably be like 20 minutes, and I don't know if you guys want me like to do that. I mean, like comment below. Also, if you want me to like delve more into this, I'm not gonna try explaining it, but I'm gonna like just say what was in the movie and just open up. Just now, like to have a discussion with y'all. We can try figuring out what the fuck this movie's about because there's just so much stuff. There's just so much stuff in it. I just can't really cover it in one video unless you guys want to. Anyways, yeah, it is just really confusing. There's like these grass creature things. I don't know if that's like a hallucination on Becky's part. And there's just like this one scene that's especially little. Basically, I know I'm moving back and forth, like like it's like not just carrying exactly one thing, but I'm gonna end this with like one of the most weird ass things I saw was basically like Becky was like starting to bleed from down there, and like for some reason like the blades of grass just like entered her they just entered her. Fuck, I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I'm not like a middle schooler. Okay, her vagina. Okay, entered her vagina, and then like for some reason, like the grass like went up into her womb and like surrounded the baby. So I mean, they don't really cover that. I mean, maybe they'll make a second movie where like Becky gives birth to like this humanoid like grass creature. I mean that'd be interesting, right? I hope they make a movie like it, because like what happens to the baby? Like I mean they escape in the end. Like Travis is stuck there. Yeah, I just spoiled the whole thing. I'm gonna put spoiler words, don't worry. So basically, yeah, like Travis is stuck there because he touched a rock to find a way out, and basically like somehow Tobin, like a recent Tobin, is able to warn Becky and Cal not to go into the field despite hearing the other version of Tobin's voice, and yeah, like they just ride off into the sunset, basically. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot of shit to cover in this movie. But I could do a part 2 if you guys want me to. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. But if you want to, be sure to subscribe or not. It's up to you. I post videos usually on Mondays and Fridays. And alright, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I hope you have a good week. Just come on, you can do this. 4 more days. Whoop whoop. We'll survive. Survive till weekend. Alright. I'll see you guys then. Bye, y'all.